Hey guys, Andrei here. Welcome to another video, and today I'm in East Lincoln Park, and the property I'm about to tour is a really insane penthouse. It has a private elevator, 20-foot ceilings, so much natural light. But you know what? Let me stop talking and start showing. Let's go. Welcome to 2753 North Hampden Court, Penthouse C. This home has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 1 half bath, 3,555 square feet of interior living space, and over 500 square feet of outdoor space. Listed for $2,350,000. Development by ZSD. And a huge thank you to listing agents Sherri, Hoke, and Cory Robertson for letting me tour their beautiful listing. As you walk into this boutique 15-unit building, you're greeted by this gorgeous lobby. On the floor, you find this beautiful tile, and it's a very high contrast black and white pattern that looks very elegant and very bold, and it gives you an idea of what kind of units this building has to offer. They're beautiful, they're bold, and they're very, very unique. On all the walls, you have this really playful wall covering, and it contrasts nicely with the floor, but also kind of looks sophisticated. And notice at the ceiling, you have LED lighting around the perimeter that creates mood lighting and adds a bit of a wow factor. And right off your very own private elevator, you walk into this dedicated formal foyer that most condos simply don't have. And through this pocket door, you walk into your jaw-dropping living room. Have you ever seen a living room this dramatic? I haven't. Guys, 20-foot ceilings. Look at these windows. They're insane. They're so large. You have eastern exposure, western exposure, and you actually have southern exposure. So there's always insane natural light in your home. And then right over here, you have a custom steel and glass staircase. I love this fireplace. You have this flamed granite trim all around. It has this nice matte finish, it looks modern, it looks really clean. And then right over it you have a massive TV. Just imagine entertaining your family and friends in this living room. Having drinks, kicking back, enjoying the fireplace, watching movies. Or you could just grab a book, kick back right over here on the couch, and get inspired. And this is what I call a truly open concept kitchen. It's very light, it's very modern, and it's very minimalist. Beautiful light cabinetry by a company called Archiesto, and these are Italian cabinets. They look so impeccable and pristine. They have a nice little texture, and I really like the color. And it looks like it's a shade of, it's like a milky white. Very, very nice color. And then right over here you have quartz counters, and these are very dramatic. Notice, you know, it's actually vein matched, and it runs all the way across the backsplash. This is a wolf range, perfect size, 5 burner, and notice the knobs are actually on top of it rather than in the front, which is kind of cool. And then this way, this cabinet right here can be used for storage. Just imagine the kind of meals you can make in this kitchen. And you have your double oven by Wolf, very conveniently located, and I like the height of it because it's not all the way at the bottom. You don't really have to, you know, kneel down to access it. You can just do this. And I'm tall, and it's very, very comfortable for me. Storage, 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 so much storage in this kitchen. And right on the island, you have a nice Wolf microwave, and I really like the location of it as well. It's tucked away, but it's still convenient to use. Awesome 12-foot long island with waterfall counters. Looks really clean, pristine, dramatic, very cool. These are actually very comfortable. I like the overhang. I could see myself, you know, eating a meal here, having breakfast, or even getting some work done. And right over the island, you have these 2 designer pendants. and they're very sophisticated, they're very bold. And notice they're attached all the way at the ceiling. So they draw your eye up and really accentuate the height of this room. Guys, look at the height of this fridge. It's huge. It's gotta be at least 8 feet tall. Just imagine the kind of snacks you could keep in here. And right adjacent to the kitchen is this area that you can make your bar. And I think it's absolutely perfect for it. You have this wall of windows. Again, very, very dramatic. The way it's currently staged is you have this beautiful plant, very nice, but I think that wall right there could actually be used as your wine rack. And I think it's the perfect place for it because it does have a little nook. You can have the wine rack go all the way to the ceiling. Very cool and very dramatic. I just don't know how you would reach it. Maybe a ladder of some sort? Yeah, something to think about. And here's your dining room. And of course we have more windows. Windows, more windows on the side, more windows at the top. So amazing. And you can easily fit a round table here or a square table or a rectangular table. And I really appreciate the symmetry. And on each side of the dining room, you have these beautiful, sophisticated sconces. They've got to be at least 4 feet tall. And in a room with this type of ceiling height, this is exactly what you need. They have the light coming in from the top, but then they also have mood light here at the bottom. Very cool. Between this large kitchen island and this massive dinner table, this home has plenty of spaces to eat indoors. But what about outdoors? This home has you covered. Let me show you. Great private terrace. You can have dinner out here, you can have your morning coffee, read your newspaper, get some work done, or if you want, you can have some patio furniture right over here and just lounge around. Right off your living room is this nice powder room. I really like this floating vanity. It's done in this very nice transitional shape and has this really cool shade of brown. Simple mirror, nice toilet, and this wall covering is really cool. It kind of imitates concrete and it works really well in this room. And right off your living room is a very conveniently located laundry room. And it's the perfect size and it's the perfect location. And now let's see the office and the master bedroom. I really like this room. It could be your office, it could be your bedroom, or it could even be a gym or a creative space. Just like in the rest of the home, you have a lot of natural light. So it's actually east facing and you have almost floor to ceiling windows. And notice the architectural detail. So you have windows on each side of the room as well as in the front. You have a nice floating vanity with white quartz counters and really nice plumbing fixtures. Very clean, very crisp color palette. And right over here, you have your deep soaking tub. And now it's time I show you guys the master bedroom. So this is a really good sized room. In fact, it's pretty massive. You have a king size bed and you have 2 oversized nightstands. You have a nice window. And what I really like about this room is how peaceful and serene it is. It's very quiet here. And I like that it's tucked away from all the action of the house here in the corner. And this master has not 1, but 2 walk-in closets. Obviously they're not built out yet, but there is an allowance for custom closets in this home. If you're a couple, you don't have to fight over closet space. Each one of you can have their own walk-in closet. And if you're a bachelor or a bachelorette, you can have one closet for your clothes and the other for your shoes. And here's your master bathroom. And because of the layout of the floor plan, the master bathroom is actually sort of angled. But I really like and appreciate how they optimized every inch of this room. And here you have an oversized floating vanity. Again, very transitional, very clean. oversized mirror, very elegant waterworks plumbing fixtures, and Kohler sinks. All right, this shower is huge. Not only is it long, but it's also really deep. Nice elegant selection of tile, nice little bench right here. So if you don't feel like showering alone, you can have someone join you. And this is a Victoria and Albert deep soaking tub. It's very deep and it's extremely comfortable. In fact, it's so comfortable I could actually fall asleep here. So this sums up the main level. Let's see what's upstairs. And this beautiful modern glass staircase is gonna take us there. So here we are. This level is very versatile. Currently set up as your secondary living room. And I think it's perfect for it. You can kick back, watch some movies, hang out. But I think the way it's designed, it would actually be a really good fit for your entertainment space. You have two large skylights right over here. You can have a large pool table right in the middle. And right over here is your wet bar with a wine cooler, which is really convenient when you're hosting. And if you're somebody who loves to entertain, guys, this home is a dream. And this is your first bedroom of your upstairs family room. It has a slightly unconventional shape, but it's still really large and it is very, very functional. And notice in a room of this size, you still manage to have two large windows. Nice closet space. And did I mention that every one of the bedrooms in this home have ensuite bathrooms? That's right. Nice selection of finishes, shades of taupe, beige, and light gray. Very nice, very serene. And this floating vanity actually works really well. And notice the texture on the vanity. It looks like Venetian plaster. It looks very clean. And I really like the color of the oversized subway tile they used here. Very elegant. Fourth bedroom. Again, great size bedroom, great ceiling height, great closet space, great natural light. These are white oak floors. They look absolutely gorgeous. They're very trendy. They, brighten up the home. They're virtually maintenance free, and they're very beautiful to look at. And here's the ensuite bathroom. And I should note that this bathroom actually has two access points. One from the room and the other one is actually from the common areas. So when you're entertaining, this is the bathroom that your guests are going to be using on the second level. We have yet another floating vanity, and this one is oversized. And I really like the fact that they went with all floating vanities in this property because, well, it makes the bathroom look more spacious, which is always a good thing. Beautiful selection of porcelain tile on the floor. It's a nice rich shade of gray with these dramatic veins. And it actually goes right into the shower, making, again, the room feel and look much bigger. Nice subway tile, and it has this kind of a distressed look. It has shades of gray and shades of like darker blue. High-end plumbing fixtures. You have this nice niche right here. And just like in the master bathroom, you have a nice bench to kick back and relax on. And what kind of entertainer's paradise would this home be without a private rooftop terrace? "400 square feet of your very own private outdoor space." Do you know how amazing it is to have this kind of outdoor space when you're entertaining? You can host a cocktail hour here. You can hang out by the fireplace. And this terrace is actually south facing, which has a lot of natural light all day long. It's pretty amazing. Guys, and these views, they actually remind me of New York City. It could be like Gramercy Park or Soho, where you're surrounded by these, buildings, and you can feel the energy of the city, but you can also feel the history of the city, you know? And you're sort of like in the middle of all of it, in your own little private oasis. Yeah, it's really cool. Guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. I'd love to hear what you thought of this property. Leave me a comment. And if you enjoyed this tour, give this video a like. And with that, I'll see you on the next video. Come on! Okay, that was scary. I don't know why I stuck my arm in there.
Just
wait,
press the butt.
I'm sorry, this thing threw me off. It's so annoying. Hold on. So the elevator opens right into your home, and that's one of the things that makes this unit so cool and so special. And sometimes it beeps. Yeah, and this is basically it, guys. This is the penthouse. It doesn't have a kitchen or a living room, but it's got a tree and a console table and a pocket door.